Hey guys, it's Nick and thanks for tuning in to Long Island Wargaming with a little update on the Ogre project I'm working on. I took two monster bases here and green stuffed them together so I can make some unit fillers. And I took the dwarf cannon that I had and stuck the Leadbelcher bits in there so it is ready to fire like a Leadbelcher cannon. I put it up on the base and threw some barrels on the back where the Noblar is going to be standing on top of. And even with the cannon glued and the green stuff, it still wasn't very stable. So I mounted it up on some magnet sheet and then cut it out. And I just made sure that it was going to fit in the unit without a problem. So it's going to be probably in the middle of a Ogre Leadbelcher unit. And now the fun part, I got to take a bunch of different bits from different army kits and bash them together. For the most part, there's some warriors, beastmen, dark elves, and tomb kings in there. So I throw that all onto the back of the cannon, so the Noblar could stand on top of it and get ready to light the cannon. And you can see he's standing on top now. I added some more barrels. I cut out half a barrel and stuck it and wedged it under that wheel, so the cannon's not going to go anywhere. And then a larger barrel in that corner, so I could have a Noblar stand on top, point at a target, and he's got his hand up, telling the guy who's ready to fire. And this is the opposite angle. This way you can see what's going on. It'll probably look a lot better painted up. So I took an old bellower model of mine, cut up his mace, and got an old horsetail. I think it's a high elf horsetail, and I mounted that on top of the old weapon. And he's got a big torch now, so I'll probably stick him behind a cannon so he can light a cannon with that giant torch. Which is probably pretty dangerous, so we'll say he's lighting a fuse with the giant torch. But anyway, this is the skull pass cannon uh, that the guy will be firing, and I'll probably put some bits in the front. And look, I got a dwarf here. What better to man your cannons than dwarf crew? So I chained up this dwarf guy, and I'll probably stick him on a base with a handler like that. You can see the guy's holding a dwarf. There's another guy there with a cannonball. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with the second chain yet, but that'll be a cool unit filler. Got some dwarf crew. Maybe I'll put some cannonballs or bits onto the base for this guy. But I don't know, just something that came out of nowhere. I have so many dwarf crew, and you really don't need crew anymore. You just need wound counters. So. And yeah, so these unit fillers are coming along nicely. It took, just a few hours. Not a big deal. And got some more. I still have a second cannon to work on. And then you can see just everything in the unit. Not that I'm going to field a unit that big, unit of 12, but yeah, so let me know what you guys think. Any other ideas? Feel free to drop them below.